I'm a grown woman. I can do whatever I want.
Hey class, and welcome in. Now as you come in, make sure you grab pen and paper to take notes because you don't want to miss anything in today's class. Now in today's class, we're going to be discussing the 2 reasons why and how to utilize contactless pay with all of your transactions at Before we get started, make sure that you're checking in for attendance. That means give the video a big thumbs up. Also make sure that you're sharing this class with others so others know of the good news of couponing, but more importantly, the good news of couponing at the Walgreens. Also make sure that you're following our other classes, which would be Facebook, Instagram, and the community tab here on the channel, as I do post there in real time any new deals, rebates, coupons, or any other information that you may need to be aware of. And always make sure for each class that you're checking the class syllabus, which is the pinned comment, which is the first comment in the comment section of every video. In the syllabus, you will find a ton of helpful information to help you along your couponing journey. And if there's anything I failed to mention or I need to elaborate on in the current video, it will always be put in the syllabus for you. So always check the syllabus. AKA now the class that you should have already taken before this class will be the class on how to set up your Walgreens wallet. That information will be linked at the end of this class as well as in the syllabus below for you. So if you have not seen that class, definitely go over and check it out. That way you're caught up on how to get to the step that we're going to do today. Now with contactless pay in store option within the Walgreens wallet, there are 2 main reasons why us as couponers want to utilize this process when checking out. Now I do recommend that we do this for all transactions, and I'll get into why in just a moment. Now the main reason that we do this is because of the rebate apps that we utilize. Rebate apps like Ibotta, Fetch Rewards, Swagbucks, ShopKick, etc. With these rebate apps, we are able to earn cash back and or points that can then be turned into gift cards. However, there's not an option with any of these rebate apps to get an actual Walgreens gift card. So we have found a workaround to get a gift card that we can then utilize at Walgreens to help cover our out-of-pocket expense, which in return keeps our actual cash in our pocket. And again, the class that walks you through how to set up the Walgreens wallet also walks you through how to cash out for a gift card from Fetch Rewards that you can then use for your Walgreens wallet. Now the second reason that we utilize contactless pay, again pay in store option within the Walgreens wallet, is because of this one magical little trick. When you are using a paper spin booster that prints from the Catalina machine, the only way that you can use Walgreens cash to pay with a paper spin booster is if you go through contactless pay, the pay in store option within the Walgreens wallet. Now granted, you still have to meet the spin requirements for the spin booster itself. That class is also linked in the syllabus below on how to use Walgreens cash on any type of spin deal. Now, as with all transactions, your math needs to be in order. You need to know what the promotions are, you need to know what your paper and your digital coupons are, and what your end total will be for your transactions. And this is whether you're couponing or not couponing. Just as a consumer, you should never walk up to a register, put things down, have it rung up, and then be surprised at the total. We should know exactly what the items in our basket is going to cost us when we get to the register. So you have to have your math in order. Now we're going to go in store and I'll share exactly how the process works. So I'm in my Walgreens wallet. The first thing I'm going to do is select the amount of Walgreens cash and I want to utilize. So I'm just going to do that by clicking the arrow, and it gives me the denominations that I have available. So I'm going to select the amount that I'm using for this transaction here. Alright, so the first thing I always do when I get to the register is I simply ask the cashier, is the Catalina machine printing?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And then when I'm in the app, I have it up. In the wallet, I'm going to choose which card I'm going to utilize to pay for this transaction. So I'm going to choose this card here, which I don't even know if I have money on it. Let's be for real, Michelle. I got so many gift cards in here. Then I'm going to hit pay now. It's going to bring up my barcode, and then I'm going to have the cashier scan it. Simply letting her know that that's going to bring up the account. That's it. Once she scans it, I'm going to do that to exit out, and then I could just simply put my phone down. So now I just simply hand all my stuff over and complete the checkout process. There's no need for me to put my phone number in the pin pad. By scanning that barcode, it brings up everything for my account. So I'm good to go. Now within the wallet, it will only show you the amount of Walgreens cash you have available in your account to use. Remember, with Walgreens cash, it is in certain denominations. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it jumps to 10, then it jumps to 20, then it jumps to 50. Within the app, it's only going to round up to the even numbers. So if you have, let's say, $49.50, it is not going to show you $49.50 available to use. It is only going to show you $20 at that point available to use, because again, it goes into those denominations. Now let me answer a question that I'm sure some of you may have. Let's say that you accidentally select the incorrect amount when going into the wallet, and you select 20 when you really only needed to utilize $10 in Walgreens cash. Well, you have all of your math worked out, all of your digital coupons came off, all of your paper coupons scanned, so your balance at the register is $10. And you selected 20 in the app. It is absolutely fine. All that's going to happen is that it's going to reduce down and only take 10 of Walgreens cash. This is because it's not going to take $20 for a $10 purchase. Just like you wouldn't give a $20 bill over for a $10 purchase and walk away without your change. Likewise, if your math is incorrect by any amount, let's say you're doing a transaction and you're wanting to use $20 in Walgreens cash, and you had an extra digital coupon that came off, or something rung up cheaper than what it was supposed to, whatever, or you didn't do your taxes correctly. If that happens and you wanted to use $20 in Walgreens cash, but you came at a subtotal of, let's say, $19.98, the system is only going to take $10 in Walgreens cash. It won't take 20. That is because it's not going to round up and say, oh, you're 2 pennies away, let's just take $20 from your Walgreens cash because you have it available, and then to pay for your transaction. Nay, that is not how Walgreens work. If you were planning to use $20 in Walgreens cash and something happened at the register, again, extra coupon came off, item rung up cheaper than what it was supposed to, you forgot to scan the item, what have you, and your total is $19.98, it's going to reduce down and only take $10, leaving you to pay $9.98 cash out of pocket. This is why it's so important to make sure your math is always correct. You're paying attention to what digital coupons you have, and you're paying attention to what the item is ringing up for at the register. Now, side note, or rather teacher note here, this is why you always see that my hauls are big. I'm always purchasing well over my required spend amount. Let's say my spend booster is spend 50, get back $10 in Walgreens cash. Well, most likely I am going to be purchasing up to $100, if not more, in products. Once all coupons come off, all register rewards come off, my total is going to be right about 50, or right on the cuff of 50, or a little bit more. This way, if anything surprises me, something again rings up incorrectly, rings up cheaper than what I thought, I had an extra digital coupon, what have you, the cashier accidentally scans a manufactured register reward twice, and that happens and it takes, well, then it's going to drop me below. And then in that case, let's just say I'm at $49.98 as a subtotal. Well, the next available threshold amount, because it's going to reduce down, is $20. So that means I'm left to pay $29.98 cash out of pocket, which is not okay, because I plan to use $50 in Walgreens cash. So this is why I'm always pushing over that $50 total or that $20 total to make sure that I hit that threshold amount and I can cover the majority of my transaction with Walgreens cash. All right, so everything has been rung up. Now I have all of my coupons. I have everything in order. I prefer to have my boosters on top. If I was using a 20% coupon or a store coupon, it would be next, and then all my manufacturer coupons for the products I'm picking up, and then any manufactured register rewards, I scan those last. It's just the way that I prefer to do my transactions. In my head, it works best this way, and when I'm organized and I keep the same routine, I'm less likely to make mistakes, which will then cost me extra money at the register or a headache when having to get a void and all of that stuff there. All right, since we are now living in the digital age with Walgreens, and the only way to utilize the IVC coupon more than once is to have it on your phone. So I have it on my phone, and I'm simply just going to ask my cashier to scan it, and then once she does, it'll take the $1.25 off for the toilet paper. Do I need to make it brighter? Maybe so. Hold on. Let me make it bigger. Let me make it bigger. And then that should work. Bam, bam. And then that is it on that. All right, you can go ahead and total it out, and it should do everything itself since I went through the app, and we got all the coupons scanned, so we're good. Where is it telling me $10 coupon not accepted? That is not okay. Which one is it? It's probably this one here, which it should be 10 off of 2. Let's see. I'm gonna look at the barcode to match it up. Oh,
Go back.
Yeah, go back for me, if you don't mind. 5573, that's this one here. And since we've been back, it's going to kick out the next one as well. So we're just going to go back through the process. When it kicks back, we'll add the coupon at the end. So this here sets us up for why we use a dummy card in the Walgreens wallet. And a dummy card is just a gift card or a debit card or a credit card that has no money on it. That is all it is when I say a dummy card. Now, with the dummy card, it came from a card that at some point had money on it. Utilize all of that money and just never remove the card from the Walgreens wallet. So we consider that a dummy card. Now, a huge shout out goes to XOXO for this information here. She discovered this, and since then, this is how we have proceeded with utilizing the Walgreens wallet. Now, I keep a dummy card on file just for those transactions that I'm not quite sure how it's going to go. Whether a digital coupon is going to come off, whether a paper coupon will scan, whether the percentage coupon will apply to certain items that I'm not sure if it's going to be regular price when they're priced 2 for X, etc. We keep the dummy card on file. That way, if something goes wrong, the transaction does not process automatically by itself, charging the remaining balance to your card on file. It stops the transaction in its tracks. So that way, if you needed to go ahead and add another coupon, you can do so. Or if you need to go ahead and forward the complete transaction out and start over, you can do so. Otherwise, if your card has enough money available to cover the balance of the transaction, it will process automatically. Now, it's not the end of the world if that happens. We have a 30-minute window to ask for a post forward. And by asking for a post forward, it erases the entire transaction and makes it as if it never happened at all. Coupons go back, your paper coupons are given back to you, and then you can redo your math and redo the transaction if need be. All right, so just a quick recap. The 2 reasons that we utilize contactless pay and the reason I think we should do it for every single transaction. First reason being that we're able to add virtual gift cards to the wallet to use for our out-of-pocket expense. Second reason is that it transforms the paper booster into a digital booster, if you will, giving you the opportunity to use the Walgreens cash to pay with the paper booster. Thirdly, I think we should all get in a habit of utilizing contactless pay, whether or not we are using a paper booster or we are using a gift card. The more you do something, the more it becomes a habit, and it just becomes your natural routine when you're shopping in Walgreens. Now, by all means, if you're not using a paper booster, you're not using a gift card from the wallet, you don't have to use contactless pay. However, I do recommend doing so just to get in the habit of doing so. And remember, your math has to be correct, and if you choose the incorrect amount of Walgreens cash, if you choose more than what you actually needed, it will just reduce down and take the amount that's actually needed to pay the transaction. It won't take more. And then vice versa on that, if you're a penny away from that next threshold, it's not going to give you that penny. It's going to reduce down, and therefore you're going to owe that money cash out of pocket or however else you're looking to pay. All right, class, so that is everything that I have for you today. Definitely comment down below and let me know if you have been utilizing contactless pay. And if so, definitely leave feedback in the comments for your classmates so they know just how easy this process is. As always, thanks very much for joining me for today's class. Make sure that you did check in for attendance and give the video a big thumbs up. Also, make sure that you're sharing the class with others so that others will learn of the good news of couponing, but the good news of couponing at the Walgreens. As always, thanks very much. Make sure that you do subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And until next time, happy couponing.